On this last week of Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we bring you the story of Dr. Hwa-Wei Lee. His name is likely unfamiliar to most of our viewers tonight.
But what Dr. Lee created during his time at Ohio University is being used by millions. Just a few miles north of Ohio University in Athens, many have wondered why two marble Chinese lions grace the entrance of this brick building. This is why.
So the Hwa-Wei Lee Annex is one of 5 depositories in the state. And Hwa-Wei Lee made sure that we had a depository here in Southeast Ohio, which was a huge accomplishment.
Janet Holmes says that's just a snippet of the contributions from the man who came before her. In 1978, Dr. Hwa-Wei Lee started a 2-decade tenure as Dean of University Libraries. The Chinese American turned OU into one of the top 100 academic research libraries in North America. He also created Ohio Link, basically modernizing the days of card catalogs into a massive online library sharing system. It is still being used today throughout the Buckeye State.
A user can easily request an item from another library. That library will respond and ship that material to the next library or to the requester, right? And they get it within, days.
I'm the youngest of 6 children.
For Bob Lee, the man described as patient, warm, and humble was simply Dad.
It wasn't until, much later in my life that I realized what an impact he was making and how well known he was all around the world.
Yeah. Like the time his father was given the Melville Dewey Medal Award, the highest achievement for any librarian.
Well, I think it's safe to say, from the 60s up and through the 90s, he was the preeminent Asian librarian in the Western world.
Dr. Lee passed away in December, but his footprints can be felt on 5 continents, where he gave lectures, presentations, and workshops, all while building a new generation of library leaders.
He had established at Ohio University an exchange program, so many librarians from the East came through that program and even lived at our house sometimes. We had lots of parties where they all came over to our house, and then they all went out into the world and, lead libraries themselves now.
When Dr. Lee retired from OU, it wasn't long. In 2003, the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. asked Lee to serve as the Asian Division Chief, the highest leadership position of any Asian American librarian.
He started to give them some names of people he thought would be good, and they're like, no, Dr. Lee, we want you to be the head of the Asian Division. So he became the first Asian to be the head of the Asian Division of the Library of Congress.
A far cry from when Dr. Lee first came to America after fleeing communist China.
He had nothing. I think he arrived with, 1 suitcase and a few $100s in his pocket, and, just scrapped for everything that he could get.
Dr. Lee's legacy will likely one day join the depository annex that bears his name, a story so unique and worth preserving. Dr. Lee had many other achievements, including helping OU become a member of the prestigious Association of Research Libraries. You can read more about his life and legacy on 10tv.com.